What's up, guys? Hope everyone is doing well today. Today, we're skating a newly opened up trail, the East Regional Greenway. This is in Gwinnett County. I believe it goes into Barrow County, but it's smooth. We had to come check it out. They just opened it up. I think there's only 2 miles available right now, but it's gonna be, I think, in between 6 and 10 miles. I've read a few different things at different places. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm doing a little bit different mic setup today. We'll be going back to the original in the next one, but just had to do it this way today. But yeah, so be exploring. Right now it's all a little downhill slope, so not looking forward to coming back like that. I do only have a couple of minutes, probably about 30, so we're gonna try to do this quickly. Got to get back home in time for the kids to get home. This is really cool. This little boardwalk thing. Whew. That wasn't very smooth, but man, this is excellent. I love this. Getting those legs warmed up. Yeah. Anyways, hope everyone is doing well today. We have had a ton of subscribers recently. We just got over 300, which is insane. Blows my mind. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, that's crazy to me. 300, that's insane. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. Consider sending it to a friend. If they're into it, if they're into skating or whiskey, any of that, I'd love to have everybody along. Speaking of the whiskey, today we are going to be tasting everybody's cheap favorite whiskey, Wild Turkey 101. People tend to love that. I know I do. Makes a good cocktail, makes a good neat sipper, makes a good whiskey on ice. It's just all around fantastic whiskey. So we're gonna be tasting that, giving a review. I think everyone knows it's gonna be a good review because everybody loves it, but it should not disappoint. Oh, fence down there. This is pretty. Hey, give you a little view of what I'm looking at. Hopefully you can see it. Maybe my big head's in the way. Maybe this is a little better. Right like this. Hey, I haven't been out skating long distance in a while. Been playing hockey. Haven't done much skating. As you can see from the loads of Daytona content, I got a ton in a couple days there and just been kind of riding that wave. So it's good to be getting back out. It's only 82 today, which is great. I think it's gonna be to like 86. So much cooler than in my previous skates. Much cooler. Whew. I think one of the last ones I did, Charlotte, it's like 103, something like that. It was crazy. In Daytona, it was at least 95. So this is what I'm looking for. Picked up, it's funny talking about Wild Turkey and Russells and all that. Picked up my first rye, rare breed rye. Actually, I'd never seen it before. I don't know if that's just me missing it or what, but man, it is good. It is good. Oh, here we go. Going under a bridge. Maybe you can see it. That's cool. Holy cow, guys. My legs are burning already. Whew, this ain't looking good. Ugh. But that ride is fantastic. All right, got some downhill. It seems to have a good bit of uphill than downhill, which is nice. Got some rocks on the side right there. Let's not hit them. Be like Gabriella from Brink. There's a throwback. Comment if you know what I'm talking about. That's a great movie. Showed it to my kids this past year. Man, she goes around the turn with a little race between Pumping Suds and X-Blades when Brink's part of the X-Blades. Val throws the rocks out on the turn. She ends up falling on them, hurting herself. Man, what a good movie. What a dirtbag that Val was though, right? There you go, little field, little hill. There's a little bridge, boardwalk thing. Ooh. You see that bird? Here we go. Here we go. That is rough though. It's actually not very nice to skate over. If I'm being completely honest with you. Let's see what time it is. Oh dang. I need to get turned around pretty soon. Won't be able to skate this whole thing, I don't think. Let's see how far we've gone. Sorry if you have a weird angle right now. Oh, we're almost to the end. We're getting there. If indeed it is a little over 2 miles. We've almost been 2 miles. Oh, there's a boat. You see it? Huh. It's in the middle of the woods. I mean, there's a little creek there, but it's pretty much just in the middle of the woods. This is pretty though. Man, I'm gonna come back here in the winter for sure. This is gonna feel great. Woo. Anyways, also, when I picked up that rare breed rye, I picked up Cooper's Craft, bottled and bond. Man, it's good too. Oh, here's another little bridge. Danger, trail closed. So I'm waiting to the end. Wonder where it's closed at. There's a little creek down there. Well, we won't test our luck. It says it's closed. This goes on, but pretty sure that just means they're not done working on it yet. So let's see, we're gonna go around this turn real quick. Yep. Woo! I was like ice there for a second. Left my mark. All right, yep, they're working up there. I didn't want to get yelled at. So, a lot of cars right there. Let's get past this bridge. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm not gonna bore you with the skate back and me struggling, so thank you guys so much for watching. Stick around for the Wild Turkey 101 review coming up right now. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. We'd love to have you around. If you haven't, or if your friends haven't, send it over to them. We'd love to have them along for the journey. And we're gonna get to some whiskey. Here, let's get you a better shot of that boat. Can you see it over there? That's pretty neat. Hopefully you can see it. Anyways, let's talk about some whiskey. What's up, guys? We're here with some more bourbon. If you stuck around to this point, thank you. It's much appreciated. We love to have you along for the ride and along for the bourbon reviews just as much as the skating, even though I understand the skating may be a little more entertaining. We are here today with Wild Turkey 101. It's kind of a staple in the whiskey and bourbon community. It's a solid pour, no matter what bottle you get, no matter when you get it, no matter where you get it. It's always just so good. It's definitely highly regarded. It's not hard to find, but it's definitely one that is just consistent. It's consistently good, and it's always one that if you don't know what to pour yourself, it's cheap enough to always have on your shelf, and so you can always give it a pour. It's so good. All right, let me give you some info on it. It's 101 proof, 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. It's generally anywhere from $22 to $28, depending on where you go. You're gonna get caramel and vanilla. You're gonna get some spice. This is one I find in the nose is a little more ethanol forward than most 100 proof whiskeys. But it's so good once you get past that. You get that toffee. It's just the classic bourbon smell. Wild Turkey days are always good days. Vanilla, caramel, again, toffee. That spice is a little hidden back there, but you know what's funny? I actually, since I batch record these videos, I've recorded a few already today. And I do feel like Buffalo Trace actually has more of a bite than Wild Turkey 101 does, which is interesting because Buffalo Trace is 94 proof and this is 101. It's just, it's hidden so well in there that it's alcohol, as opposed to Buffalo Trace, if that makes sense. You get like that cinnamon, like a red hot. I didn't get on the first sip, but I got on that one. It's like a red hot or a big red gum. But again, that vanilla with it is just so good. This is really like a, this reminds me of like a Christmas drink where you get the cinnamon but vanilla as well. Almost like a Starbucks drink with like that frothiness on top that's like all vanilla. If that makes sense, that's definitely what I'm envisioning when I drink this. Oh, it's so good. So the finish does linger a little bit with it being a little over 100 proof. You do get that rye spice, but it fades away really quickly into more vanilla, into more caramel, and more cinnamon. It's so good. It's a great mouthfeel. It's not drying. It's not thin. It's so easy to drink. It's such a good, just like I said earlier, just a reliable pour. You're always going to get exactly what you want. It is age stated between 6 and 8 years, being a blend of a few different barrels. And that's really a good age statement for a bourbon that's that cheap. With it being $28 max, 6 to 8 years is really good because generally, you think $10 per year, 6 to 8 years, $60 to $80, and you're paying half of that at the lower end. It's crazy. It's so good. Wild Turkey 101. If you haven't tried it, I mean, you probably don't drink bourbon very much, but I recommend checking it out. It's a great pour. It's so solid. It is it's full of flavor. Definitely check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. We'd love to have you around for the ride. Send it to your friends if you think they're into it, either the skating or the bourbon or both. But blades on, spirits up. Cheers, friends.
I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up.